Alright, well, welcome back to the Castlevania Ravenloft RPG. Last time we left our adventurers, Alexandra Belmont, had touched a ewer, which summoned a bunch of specters. The ewer seemed to be the only real thing on the table, and the illusion of all the food has disappeared. It seems like now it's just full of things that want to kill you. So...
Fuck ewer.
Also, no one can see where Jack is.
Alexandra is disappointed and angry. That food looked delicious.
Are you streaming, Mike?
I am.
Says you're offline.
No, he's on.
Oh, I guess it's just me.
Alright, well, did we roll initiative last time? I think we did.
We did, but we could go again.
No, that's fine. The specters will want to go first. Right.
There it is. Yeah, got it.
Alexandria, I'm assuming you have your sunlight going. Alright. You can tell that the specters really do not like that sunlight.
Good. I hope it hurts them.
Not sure it hurts them, but it will if you hit them with it, that's for sure.
Well, maybe it'll give them disadvantage because they're blinded by the light.
Revved up like a... what is it?
Douche.
Douche.
Is it really?
No, it's not.
No, it's yeah, no.
Because that's what it sounds like.
But that's what it sounds like when he sings it, yeah.
He's got to say something that's revved up.
Not that.
That's like a motor or an engine.
Let me Google that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the lyrics too.
Deuce. Another runner in the night.
Deuce. Revved up like a deuce? To me, a deuce is a turd.
Yeah, right? It doesn't sound any better.
Revved up like a turd in the middle of the night.
A deuce is a number of things.
You're either a turd or a feminine cleaning product. That's not much better.
Yeah. Okay, alright, yeah. Well, this is going to either be a really easy fight or a really deadly fight. We'll see. I don't know which way to go. Alexandra, you are the focus of these specters here. They really don't like that light, so I think you're gonna get most of the attention. There is one directly in front of Emil though, and it's going to go ahead and attack him. And hits. He's gonna have to do this. Alright, he failed. Alright, so he is wounded by a specter. Let me just make a note on him. Just doing his name. That'll be easy. Alright. Next up, another specter. You know what? We don't have any Castlevania music. That is not good.
Before that one goes, can I burn Sentinel for the turn?
Because you had someone within 5 feet of you that made it, or that got attacked?
Because it was somebody that's not me that got attacked. Yes.
Yes, then you may. But let us get some Castlevania music before I... Okay, all your rolls and all that good stuff.
Also, I'm assuming these classify as undead.
Absolutely.
And my extra D8 applies.
Yeah.
I notice Alex and Jeeves have a lot of effects on them right now. I wonder if those are supposed to be there still.
The Bless left over.
Do they still have Bless?
Oh no,
They
my
may.
effect. Yeah, the effects were from Van Richten.
Sorry back.
And that was in what fight?
Down there against the Flame Skulls.
Yeah, that wasn't too long ago, right?
Bless only lasts a minute. That's probably gone.
I don't know if this was Bless.
Yeah, that was protection from you.
Whoops.
Ew.
Nothing. I'm trying to get music to work. Where is that channel? There it is.
Balcony chat.
No, I think he's looking for a YouTube channel.
No, I was looking for balcony chat.
No.
All right. Paco's messaging me. What does he need? Oh, no. Things aren't looking good for Mimic. Sorry. Alright, well, I think that's the anime intro. We could probably skip that. To Dawn. Alright, there we go. Some nice background music. Okay, so Sunraiser, you are using... I keep calling you Sunraiser.
Yeah, you do.
You've got 3 solid names that I call you now. Alexandra.
Yep.
You are taking your... what's it called?
She's burning Sentinel while
Sentinel, yeah.
this round is fresh.
Alright. That's a hit. Heavy damage. Excellent.
And let's see. And she gets another attack because of extra attack.
Not with Sentinel, you don't.
It's a melee attack. Beginning at 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
It's not the attack action. It's Sentinel gives you 1 attack.
It's not your turn either, though. It's a reaction thing, isn't it?
Alright.
Alright, so Spectre number 2. It's going to move here. I'm going to reposition the mill kind of here instead of at the chairs. And Spectre 2 will attack Alexandra. It misses, however. And Spectre 3, it's going to do the same. It rolled a 1.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, all those buffs are still active anyway, so it's going to be hard for them to hit there.
I'm going to say that it got too close to the sunlight of the whip, and Alex, go ahead and roll a d8.
A d8.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. You get a bonus 7 damage to that one. Alright.
Right.
Next up is number 4. So it's going to incorporate fly and then rematerialize here. And it's going to attempt to get you. Yeah, that's a miss. Yeah, this isn't going to be difficult. You're just too overpowered when it comes to these undead. Alright, number 5. Poof. It shows up here. Finally, a hit. Go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, and that's with Bless. So it's really -2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. You still succeeded.
Okay.
So you just take 9 points of damage, necrotic damage, but your overall hit points aren't reduced.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Number 6. It's going to come in here and fight.
Because honestly, I'm getting sick to death of that drain feature.
Ooh, a critical hit.
Great.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it was an unnatural 20. My bad.
Okay.
Constitution save, though. Oh, actually, it did drop a 20. It did drop a natural 20.
Oh, bummer.
But it dropped it because it has disadvantage.
Yeah.
So you're lucky. It did not critical hit. I thought it did there for a second. Alright, so... Oops, I don't know why I did that. But the damage is 13 points of necrotic damage, but you saved for the reduction. And finally, this one over here is going to come in. Selecting meal has left a route for you to escape if you need to, but that's the only good news about being surrounded like this. That would have been another critical hit, but it got dropped. And it's another unnatural 20. That is weird that I just rolled 40 20s in a row in both sets. Well, not 4. Never mind. It was weird. Okay, you passed. Still damage. Only 4. Not bad at all. Alright, so you made it through that round. How's Alexandra looking right now? Not bad at all.
Not bad.
Alright, so Elias, it's your turn. You see all of these specters appear as soon as he touches the item on the table. They appear and surround her.
A little help, holy man.
Well, I'm very well not going to just ignore what's happening in front of me. Question is, how exactly to help? Well, I think the most logical thing to do is to give Turn Undead a shot to turn most of them away.
I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. So
What's
I
the
have
range
something
on
I
that?
can.
Within
use
sight?
that. Yeah. I'll tell you exactly. It doesn't actually say, but I'm sure it would apply to all these things.
If they count as undead, I would assume it works.
Oh, here we go. A creature that you can see or hear within 30 feet of you. So...
Yeah, that'll go.
Yeah, I think they're all 30 feet. And I have something on my character sheet that I can cast it with now, so hopefully that does it without you having to, mess around.
That'd be great. I love technology sometimes when it works.
Okay, let's try that. So yes, Elias presents his holy symbol, and he says a quick prayer. He's in a kind of a hurried state because he sees Alex already getting attacked, but he's praying for the best. And starting with Spectre number 1, let's see if this works.
Alright, that says success, so it rolled a natural 20 on its... hold on, though. Because it's a wisdom save, it has disadvantage, so roll on it again.
Okay.
And this is thanks to Alexandra's sunlight. It, however, succeeded on its second one, so its lowest still succeeded. So,
can you tell if it's doing it correctly? The save DC and all that stuff?
Your wisdom DC says it's 8.
Why is that so low?
Well, it's not just 8. It's that plus other things.
Well, it says 8. That's
Yeah,
what
it
it's
says
checking
8.
against.
Isn't it
However,
supposed to be your spellcasting modifier and something else?
It should be about 14 or more.
well, it rolled a 20 and an 18, but we need to correct that now, sooner rather than later, for your wisdom DC save.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be your spellcasting modifier plus something. Proficiency, I think.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, it's not in the Fantasy Grounds description, but I can probably find it pretty quick and somewhere
Well,
else.
it's just your spell save DC. So
Yeah, I think I put that in my notes. Yeah, here it is. Spell DC equals 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom bonus, and it's 16. I think you put that there too. So yeah, it should be 16.
is there any way you can modify your turn undead spell to be?
Let's see. Let's DC. Just add another 8 here. Maybe that'll do it. Yeah, it looks like I did it. Alright. Okay, let's try it on the next one. Spectre number 2.
Alright, it succeeded against that one.
Okay.
So do it again, because it's got disadvantage.
Okay.
And it succeeded on that one too. Holy crap.
Ooh. Okay, well there's still 5 more. So. 5.
That's a failure. So that one's automatically failed. Spectre number 5.
Yeah, that's number
Alright.
5. Now number 7.
Failed.
Alright. Number 4.
Success. Do it again.
Okay.
That's a failure.
Alright. Number 6.
That's a failure.
Number 3.
Failure.
And that's it.
Alright, so yeah, more than half of them turned.
And since they flee Elias's presence, he's going to get as close as he can to the middle of them.
Okay.
Right there. And that's it for his turn. So only 2 of them are currently threatening.
Right. So they just run away from you? Is that it?
Yeah, they spend their turn trying to get as far away from me as possible for, let me check the duration. I think it's a minute. Hold on.
Would I get opportunity attacks against all of these?
Yeah, it's turn for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. So as soon as you hit one, it'll turn back to you. But until then, we can
They'll
use
be
this time.
damaged though, and you can cast something else.
Whenever you take an attack of opportunity in a round, you only get 1 bonus action to do so. So if the answer is yes, it'll only be against one of them.
Yeah. Also, as soon as you do that, then the effect ends. I think we should use that time to kill number 1 and number 2, since they are the ones threatening us currently.
Fine.
Be careful about it, because they can still hurt us.
All right,
Okay.
Jack,
Jack?
you're up. Jack is invisible.
Yeah, we can't see Jack. We can see him on the map, but not where he's physically at.
I think I can change that, Jack. If I do this,
Mhm.
now he's disappeared, right? Jack, can you see your character on the map?
Yes, I believe so.
Awesome.
It's your turn, by the way.
Oh, hold action.
Okay.
If you do that,
Just-
you won't get a chance to do anything.
I know. Stand directly behind Elias.
Okay.
Okay. If you move, you're not holding your action though. So do you want to move, or do you want to hold action, or move and prepare an action, or just hold it?
Just move directly behind him. Don't do anything else.
All right.
They seem to be handling it fairly well on their own.
Yeah. All right, Alexandra, you are surrounded by spooked out spookies.
Yeah, she's going to attack the one that's not spooked out.
All right, there's 2 to choose from, Spectre 1 and Spectre 2.
She wants to finish this one.
All right, you have hit Spectre number 1. All right, that's enough. That one is toast. That ghost is busted.
That was the first attack.
Yep, and you can guide the second one at number 2 there. That's a hit. And that wounded it. Any other special stuff?
Just the extra attack and the extra bonus damage, but that'll do it for now.
All right, good deal. Mr. Jeeves.
Ooh, I gotta go? Awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the one that Alexander just attacked. Which I guess is number 2.
Yep.
Appropriate song playing on my playlist, by the way.
That's a hit. Ooh. That is a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage! And saws the boat in half. Alright. That was against number 2, huh? Alright, yeah, your normal arrows don't seem to be doing as much as it would on a living creature, but it was effective somewhat.
Would that have hit if it was the 13? Like,
Probably. Is Bless still on everybody, and it shouldn't be?
yeah.
Alright, let me just expire that.
Well, not everybody, just Jack, Jeeves, and Alex.
Alright, it's off of everyone that you mentioned.
Okay.
Alright, Mr. Jeeves. It is
Yes.
Esmeralda's turn. She's gonna come through the door, and she's going to, let's see, at least use a cantrip here. Yeah, she's gonna use Firebolt. That's a hit. Ooh, max damage. Nice. Alright, that's it for her. Emil is going to attack Spectre number 2 with his claws. It's a hit. Alright, the first is a hit, and the second... Yeah. He starts clawing into it. It's kind of incorporeal, so not sure how much damage he's doing, but it's still unalive, I guess is the appropriate term there.
Incorporeal, but he's still a mystical creature, so...
Yeah, but is his claws magical? Hmm.
Well, he himself is an... so...
Alright, so Van Richten enters the room. He's just going to touch Mr. Jeeves and speak a quick prayer.
Wait, I'm not even damaged.
Yeah, but
Oh.
what he's doing, basically you can roll a d4 and add that number rolled to one ability check of your choice.
Okay.
You can roll it before or after. So, he says, this should make you feel a little bit more able, should you need to. Other than that, I think we have this well under control. Alright, Spectre number 2. It is not looking like it's going to be in the fight much longer, but it's going to attack Alexandra. And it misses. And all of the other ones, they become incorporeal. Let's see here. How far can they fly? Yeah, pretty good distance. Alright, because they are not exactly fully in your plane of existence there, no attacks of opportunity. It shows on the map where I'm taking them, doesn't it? That's just rich.
Even with Sentinel, I don't get my attack of opportunity.
No, even with Sentinel.
That fights.
Sentinel is for when things are attacking other people that are close to you.
It's also for creatures of opportunity. Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach.
They're not
Well,
disengaging. They're just not in existence there.
Yeah, you can't see them. Anyway.
Yeah, even if you could, they're incorporeal enough to where you can, your attacks would not do anything. Alright, so that's it for all the specters. Elias, it's your turn.
What did Van Richten do? I missed that.
He just cast guidance on Mr. Jeeves.
Okay.
He was just the closest person, so.
Gotcha. I'm going to melee attack this thing with my spear. I haven't done it in a long time.
Alright.
Remember how to even use this thing.
You just put the pointy end into the bad guy.
Okay, I think this is the hit dice.
Natural 20.
Whoa! Yeah, that thing's dead.
Maybe. I don't do a lot of
Deader. Deader.
Find out.
Almost
And
max damage.
maximum damage.
Nice.
Yeah, you obliterate that thing. It is
Okay.
it is gone. And you're fully healed, so does that give you temporary hit points?
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
All
When
right.
you kill something with it, it does.
2d6 temporary hit points.
So go
Let me
ahead and
roll
roll
two of those.
2d6.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Almost
Excellent.
Bravo.
So, in this field, there's temporary hit points there. See how that
Nice.
works? And how long do
Yep.
those last?
We looked this up before.
I think it was until the next rest, short or long.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, great. Elias, you feel holy power surging through you. All right, next up, unless you wanted to move or anything, that one's toast.
Let's see. Elias is not sure where they've gone off to, so he's just gonna move over here and past Alex, whatever she wants to do.
Okay, I should note, though, that you did notice their forms floating to the north and the south. It looked like they flew through the wall, though.
Oh, we did see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you saw it. I didn't expect it would show exactly where I dropped them, but
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, in that case, he'll move a bit further down. Well, actually, he'll stay where he's at because they're going to continue to move away from him, so it won't really do me any good to chase him right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The others can go after them if they want. Though.
All right, Jack Motley. The stage is yours. You here with us, Logan? Meep?
I think he dropped.
No, I'm here. It just took me a minute. Just stand right behind my good buddy Elias.
All right. Cuddling
Want
for
anything
warmth?
to happen to this wide open back of his.
All right. Alexandra, you noticed they kind of became partially real and left through the walls to the north and south.
Well, they know what's south, so let's go up to these doors and crack them open.
Okay. You open the door, and you see what looks like kind of a mirror image from what you saw on the other side, with one important difference. Let me get into mask mode here, and I can show you. The difference being that this black marble balcony overhangs the north corner of the temple, the floor which lies 30 feet below. Nearly half of the balcony has fallen away, and the obvious cracks have formed near its ragged edge.
Okay. Well, she's going to avoid stepping near the edge and make her way around the corner here to try to get the doors.
Okay. You open those doors as well.
And she's going to call back to the others. Be careful on this balcony. It's nearly collapsed. Stay away from the edge.
Actually, you didn't see that. How can I undo that? You're not really that far in the room yet. So, I'm going to say probably about that much. People on the recording didn't see what I just did. I didn't have the view appropriately shown there. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to say you can see a bit that far in the room. The part that you see looks pretty bare. There's candlesticks draped in cobwebs at the four corners of this little foyer. But you'll have to go further in to see more. You have some more movement left, if you'd like.
Yeah, she'll head in.
Okay. Go ahead and place yourself. Alright, so you can see the full room now. And that has one important feature here. This bare stone room consists of a foyer to the east and a shrine to the west. Candlesticks draped in cobwebs stand in the four corners of the foyer. In the shrine, a faceless obsidian statue stands raised in a raised alcove at the western end of the chamber. Slumped before the statue reside two desecrated corpses in tattered garments. Two pairs of alcoves in the north and south walls of the shrine. You do spot two of the fleeing specters here. And we have an important event here. Let me take a second to
Uh-oh.
read up on it.
I'm not the only one to see the goodies.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great.
Alright, you failed.
Yeah.
You are drawn to the statue.
Interesting.
Use the rest of your movement. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to say interact with object was free for the first door, probably about half your movement speed for the second door, so I'm going to say you can move another 15 feet. So right in front of that specter. Which is still fleeing. It's still using its turn to flee.
Yeah, they wouldn't try to attack her.
Now, do they flee as long as they see you, or until the end of that duration? I believe they
The
don't
duration.
have to see you, but what's
No,
the,
they just from the like most recent area that they know I was at, they're trying to get away from that.
All right, yes, Alexandra, you are fixated on that statue. It has your full focus and attention. You cannot resist moving towards it. All right, next up is Mr. Jeeves. Mr. Jeeves, you just saw Alexandra pursue to the north.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Shoot. Yeah, he would go keep an eye on her, so I'm gonna go follow.
All right.
Let's see here. I guess I can get her back here. How did Alex go so far?
So that's not quite safe from seeing that statue at that point.
Well, I don't know that though, but I'm following her.
Right. Okay. So
I know. I'm like, I don't want to go in there, but he would.
all right. Yeah, you had no idea what was there. So go ahead and make a it was a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's good.
And you can add D4 to it if you'd like. Thanks to
Okay.
Van Richten, I believe. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you're fine. You felt like the statue was like calling to you somehow, not audibly or anything, but you shook it off, and you can tell Alex is not shaking it off. She is being drawn towards it. This is
Can I
something you
shout
can.
at her or kind of distract her or
Sure, you can try. What would you like
shoot
to
her?
do? You can do that. You
I'm
might
gonna
slap her
call
out of it.
first. I'm like, hey, Alex, what are you doing? Cause she looked. I'm guessing she looked kind of weird, just like walking in a trance.
You've moved about 45 feet, so I don't think you have time for a full action, but you can definitely talk and stuff.
Maybe you could do a persuasion to get her away from the statue.
Yeah, try it. Yeah, see what works. I'm not very persuasive.
All right.
Alex, we need into the room.
Unfortunately, it is not effective. You could tell there's some pretty strong magic about.
Damn. Okay. I really don't want to shoot her.
Maybe you should just throw something at her?
Yeah, do you have
Yeah,
anything
is
in
there
your
rocks
bag
in
that causes non-lethal damage?
Oh, I got lots of good stuff in the bag.
Yeah, a whole bag full of goodies.
Throw the rat on a stick at me, I don't care.
I think I ate that one. Let's see. Yeah, I got rid of that one. I gave it to something.
Hashtag right on a
Oh,
stick.
that's
if
right.
anyone
You
remembers.
gave it to the Chris Griffin Fleaman. That's right.
Alright, I'm gonna throw back guano at her.
Oh,
I
gross.
smack you.
It's for your own good.
I'm like, hey, slow down. I'm gonna try and hit her with the. Yeah,
It
the
better be
back guano.
dried.
I'm sure it is. I've had it since like Ghost House or something.
Yeah, God knows how old it was then. Well, go ahead. Just roll like an attack, a ranged attack from your bow would be the same thing, I think. Well, it's a thrown weapon, but I don't care. It's fine. You're not proficient with it, but
True.
yeah, she's not trying to dodge it or anything, so it's a hit. The bat guano gets stuck right in her hair, and she just continues to fixate on the statue.
Nice.
Anything else? Because I think that's pretty good on its own. I don't think this turn could get any better. This is already awesome as I could want it to be.
How do we?
For who?
I tried throwing
Everyone but
something.
you, I guess.
I think that's all I can do. I'm going to shout for Elias.
All right. He can definitely hear you from that far with those doors open.
Oh God. Hopefully he rolls. Those. I'll call to Elias, but I'll tell him to stay outside the room because there's a statue in here that's luring people to it, and there's corpses at its feet.
Yeah. All right. So Esmeralda says, Van Richten, let's go pursue the ones to the south. And she bolts off to the south. She checks the room that she thinks they went in, successfully finds them. They're in here, she says to everybody. And let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 12. That's enough. She can cast a spell, but Elias, that would be okay for her to harm them, right?
Yeah. If they can just focus on one at a time, it won't really be a bad idea.
All right, so she's going to cast her cantrip at it. Crap. Do they have disadvantage on being attacked or anything?
No.
If they're frightened, or what?
I don't think you get any advantages to attacking them while they're turned, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. Do they have the frightened effect or anything like that? With turn undead?
Let's see. It does not mention anything like that.
That's a shame. Okay. All right. So that's her turn. Emil agrees with going south. He's going to attack one with his claws.
But the good news is that they don't stop fleeing until they take damage. So if they miss an attack, then they're still turned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he did hit twice, so that one won't be turned anymore. But what am I doing? I'm rolling to hit again instead of damage. Alright, so this one's no longer turned. But they're just going to focus on that one. Alright. Van Richten is going to try to do something useful down here. He comes into the room. He has... Actually, right. Van Richten finally puts his sword cane to good use, if it hits. It did hit! Finally! And then... Let's see, that's Spectre number 5. Alright, yeah. He finally puts his profession to good use and begins to effectively use his sword cane on this undead. Alright, so the specters that can't see you, what are they doing during their round? They just have to get out of your sight, right? Or do they have to get as far away as possible from you?
They're getting as far away from possible from me and the last known location of where I was.
Okay, in that case, this one's going to continue to go north. Spectre 4. It's going to continue to go south. As far as it possibly can?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's going to be really far.
Well, the walls probably slow them down somewhat, right?
No. They don't. Spectre 5. Spectre 5 is not turned, so it's going to attempt to attack what it perceives as the biggest threat, which is Van Richten. And it no longer has sunlight to jack with it, but it misses anyway. Good job. Good job, Spectre. You're a failure. Normally, Well, no, because it's incorporeal.
Mike, you sound disappointed. You sound like you were expecting these things to actually cause some decent damage to us.
The disappointment in my voice and the normally thing was you would be able to get an attack of opportunity as that moved away, but it's kind of not corporal at the moment. So that was disappointment in your favor, actually. This one is going to flee south. And it will get as far as its little friend did. Alright. You wouldn't have been able to get an attack of opportunity anyway if all you can do is move. Elias,
Hmm?
you hear Mr. Chief's calling you to the north.
Okay. Elias will follow, and he's not entirely sure what Jeeves had, described. He's not certain what's going on up there, but he'll get right up to the door, and I don't know if I have enough movement to get all the way there. He's still taking action, I mean.
Depends on where you want to be.
Uh,
You can take an action there.
right, but I can't be effective with anything there.
You can see Jeeves, I think.
I'll get within range of Jeeves and ask him precisely what's going on here. What's going on, Jeeves? What is this?
There seems to be a statue at the end of this room, and it's drawing Alex to it, and there's corpses at its feet. And yeah, I'm trying to get her back, but I can't seem to get her attention.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if I can stay in here much longer. It might hold me under too next time.
I love how they're just casually discussing it while she's wandering slowly to her death.
Well, if I take any more movement, I won't have an action available.
Yeah. Plus, then I could have two people to try and save.
Yeah. I think it would have to be my next turn for me to do something. So I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get over here, and I'll be ready to try to use a spell to help her in the next round.
All right, Jack, what are you doing?
Please come to destroy the statue.
I think Jack has other plans.
Hang on, Fantasy Grand's frozen.
Is he still sticking to Elias's back?
Well, he might fall in a hole if he is. Well, he can fly.
Let's see. Let's go with Knowledge Arcana.
On what?
You probably can't see the statue yet, unless you get in there.
Hang on, I'm getting Fantasy Grand.
So a bit of a history lesson for everybody, and they would remember this. The room on the opposite end of the temple has a statue like this that was broken.
True.
Oh, what'd you say, Jack?
Tasha's hideous laughter on Alexandra.
Nice.
Okay, so you walk out to the balcony that Elias is on, And as soon as you do, the balcony collapses under the combined weight of both of you. And you both fall 30 feet down.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
So that's...
Do I need to be on the balcony to cast?
You need to be on the balcony to even have a chance of seeing the next room that Alexandra's in. Alright, so Elias, you just get a measly 7 points of fall damage from that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 4 points of temporary wounds left. Temporary hit points left, I mean. Jack, you instantly heal on your next turn that damage. It wasn't really anything magical. Elias, Jack was invisible, so you're not sure why it fell exactly. Unless Jack screams a curse on the way down or something.
I may perceive or hear or notice an extra thud or extra crumbling when the fall happens.
Can you change before I hit the ground?
No.
Okay, well then, yeah.
It wouldn't hurt you anyway.
I mean, it hurt, but nothing that you can't really get over. I mean, your hit points are fine, so...
Let me roll perception to see if I can figure out that someone else fell right next to me.
Or the perception when you hear Jack's wings beating a minute later.
Okay, let me try that.
Yeah, it's still your turn. After you hit, you can definitely transform and fly. How does that affect your invisibility?
Transforming shouldn't. The casting Tasha's will.
Okay. I know exactly Jack is next to me.
Yeah. He rolled a natural 20, so he noticed whatever impact was made close to him. Alright, so you walked out, fell down.
And I can smell Jack. And I can smell Jack because he smells like Beelzebub.
Transform. Did we say transformation is an action? Does that take an action?
Reasonably speaking, yes.
Yeah. So, I don't think you have enough to actually cast the spell, but you can get in the room.
Do so.
Alright, as soon as you enter the room, you have to roll a wisdom save. So, do you have any way to roll where you're at, or should I do that for you?
Or I've got Fantasy Grounds back.
Oh, excellent. Oh.
Oh.
A natural 1. Okay, so you find yourself transfixed by the statue. Instead of casting a spell, all you can do is slowly walk towards it, invisible.
Fly.
Alright, you're flying
'Cause
even faster towards it.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. What's your fly speed?
60 feet, I think, for him.
Alright, so you started out over here. That's 5, 10,
Probably not much
And-
movement left.
20's fine, and then you had to get back up 30, so 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. No, you're just like right within the door. So luckily you can't get any closer to it right now. But all you can do is move towards it.
Guys, Jack is in the room with you. He's invincible.
Actually, yeah, I still am.
Okay.
You can probably smell him. He smells like dead stuff and flies, and it's kind of gross.
Alright, so let me look up real quick because it's about to be Alex's turn.
Actually, is it too late for me to use Lucky?
Do you get to do that after you know the results of the die roll?
I think so. Yeah, that's the point, all right?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's got to be better than 1.
On an automatic failure,
If he gets another 1, I'm going to cry laughing.
Alright. Lucky is a power.
12.
It's a 1 and a 2.
That is still not enough, however.
Rip.
Okay, I tried.
At least you remembered it this time, because we forgot Lucky for the longest time.
Yeah. True dat, true dat. Alright, need to look this up.
I don't remember this song being in Dawn of Sorrow, but I guess it is.
Okay, yeah, Alex, all you can really do, I mean, you can try to do something else, you can speak and stuff, but you cannot resist walking towards the statue. So
I was just walking towards it, but I can still slash at it.
That's fine. You can slash at it.
Okay, then as she approaches, she's going to slash at it before she gets close enough for the fucking thing to kill her.
All right. Roll an attack.
I mean, it's a static object, so
All right, you.
I can't imagine it missing.
No, you hit it. Go ahead and roll damage. All right.
And second attack.
That's a hit.
Would it be getting the extra weapons? No, it's not really undead, is
No,
it?
it's not undead. But it is a physical object, and you are whipping the crap out of it. So.
Is that enough to damage it and interrupt its evil spell work?
It's definitely enough to damage it, yes, but it's not enough to end the effect, and you find yourself at the statue, unable to move away from it.
Okay.
Mr. Jeeves, what do you want to do?
Destroy it!
Yeah, headbutt it.
He's gonna run at it and headbutt it.
So she's drawn to the statue, but she doesn't like it.
Yeah, she's drawn to the statue, and she is not digging that she cannot move away from it.
She knows that she's being pulled by an unnatural power, and she sees that there are dead bodies on the floor around it. She wants nothing to do with it. Kill it.
Has she touched it yet?
No.
No, and it doesn't look like she wants to really touch it. So
Okay.
she's just kind of at
So she's
the
gonna-
statue.
She's gonna stand there until she dies, basically. Okay.
Destroy it.
When you say that, it kind of looks like that's what happened to these other two corpses here on the ground. Looks like they probably came here, saw it, starved to death or something.
Alright, I'm gonna run and headbutt it. Try and knock it over and break it.
Okay, go ahead. Headbutt.
You know what? For my epic weapon in my other game, I'm going to invent something called Butler Skull. It's going to be a bludgeoning weapon.
What do you want, Mike?
Are you really going to headbutt it?
I'm gonna push it over, yeah, so...
All right. Just roll a strength check.
My intention is to knock it to the ground and break it.
Okay. Yeah, that's not enough. But it's a good try. Good effort. All right. Esmeralda's turn. Esmeralda is going to zap this with the firebolt. It's a hit. And good damage on it. Emil is going to take a couple of claw swipes at it. We have 2 misses. And then Van Richten is going to use his sword cane. and get a natural 20 critical hit.
Nice.
Maximum damage and an additional bit because Van Richten's really good at slaying undead. Ooh. Yeah, that thing is definitely feeling the pain. Alright, next up. So these things will just continue to go?
Up to a minute, which will probably pass in the next maybe 2 rounds, I would guess.
Right, these guys are really fast at floating away.
1 minute is 10 rounds.
So, its fly speed is 50 feet. So if it's going 100 feet around using full retreat like that, these things are going to be extremely far away from you
That's
guys.
fine with me. I know you don't like that, but that's the intention.
Yeah. All right. So.
And in the meantime, everybody now gains a shiny new craft.
The only specter that can really do anything is the one that's going to try to attack Van Richten. It does hit him. He's going to do his Constitution save and pass. And he's still going to take 15 points of damage, though. Elias, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm on the floor and I cannot fly, so I'm going to explore the ground down here. The bottom floor, I mean.
Just to the wall.
Well, I can't hear you, so I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to come
Fine,
over...
wander around and die.
Maybe I will. I'll come over, let's see. I'll get around up here and see what I can see on the ground floor.
Interesting. Okay, so that is within just the right bit of badness there. So what you can see down here, I'll just describe this this room. The ominous statue there between the balconies. Its face is shielded in darkness. And let's see, how tall is it? Come on now. There's gotta be a better description of this. Yeah, it's 40 foot tall. Looks like it's carved out of granite, depicting some sort of faceless thing. Its face is completely concealed in some kind of magical darkness.
Is it dark in general down here?
It is dark in general, yeah.
Okay, I'll use my light cantrip to light up the area.
Alright, what do you want to cast it on?
The shield as usual. And if I can shine any extra light to see the statue better, he'll do that.
Okay.
You want to know the radius of the light?
No. Yeah, okay. So that's basically you can see a bit more of the room. But aside from the giant statue featured there, you can't really see much else. It looks like you can see the arrow slits as well. From where you guys previously defeated the Flame Skulls.
Okay, Elias will examine the statue a little more closely while he's over here.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
Alright. Let me add this.
A 21. This is interesting. This room is in 2 different descriptions. It's really annoying. Huh. That is an excellent perception roll. You find the base of the statue can be pulled open to reveal a spiral staircase that climbs upward.
Upward?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Higher into the statue.
Not what you expected.
So into the statue, but not to a higher floor?
Just up into the statue.
That
You
is very
can't.
interesting.
I mean, if you want to continue to go up there, you can see where it goes. Since it's a spiral one, you can't tell how far it goes, or if there's like a floor or what.
Yeah, well, he could tell if it like goes all the way up to the ceiling and further. But he can, the stairs would, or the thing would connect to the ceiling, but it doesn't. I assume.
So looking in a spiral staircase, if it had like a hollow center that you could see all the way up, then yeah, you could probably tell what it's connected to. In this case, however, it's so tight that it just looks like a spiral staircase going up, and you can't see more than 5 or 10 feet.
Well, no, I could see the top of the statue though in the room, so that means that it wouldn't go any higher than the top of the statue.
Which is 40 feet, yeah.
Okay. That is very interesting.
Yeah, it was the last thing I expected you to find in this place.
Elias is not usually someone to do things like this, but he's going to check that out.
Okay, well, you kind of started out here, and then you moved here, and you found this here. So I'm going to say that's all you can do for this round.
Okay, that's fair. Sure.
All right. Interesting find, sir. Interesting find.
Mike, can you resend the map?
Absolutely, my buddy. There you go. Okay. So. Let me think. Okay. Alex, it's your turn.
Yeah, she's gonna continue whipping the shit out of the statue until it breaks.
Something interesting happens as you're about to attack the statue. A secret door opens on this side of the wall, and as soon as you see the figure emerge from the secret alcove, the door behind Jack snaps shut. However, you are not immediately attacked or anything, as someone wishes to speak with you.
What?
Whoa,
Lord.
God.
Okay.
Well, I guess we found him.
Yes, he says, "Fear not the statue. As soon as we move you from this area, you will... what is it? Recover? You'll recover your wits about you if you're away from it for long enough. It's very useful to dissuade people from finding this location. Please, grab your friend and come in. You can tell he's kind of talking to you, Jeeves, about grabbing her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hoist her up over my shoulder and carry her out.
Seriously?
Yep.
All right.
It's for your own good.
You could still attack it if you wanted to, however. If you want to attack it, attack it.
He seems to like his statue.
No, I mean, it's Alexandra's turn.
Oh. Yes, I'm gonna.
As soon as she hears a voice and hears the door open, I mean, she did raise the whip, but she didn't actually swing it, so
Okay.
she's just gonna lower her arm and turn.
All right. Will you allow Mr. Jeeves to pick you up? You can't willingly walk away from here, but you don't. That doesn't mean you can resist Mr. Jeeves.
Can't resist tall, dark,
I
and
mean, if
handsome
that's
either.
the only way that she can be moved away from this thing willingly, then yes. I mean, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Elias, I think you mean tall, dark, and toothless.
Toothless.
Yep.
Yeah, all his teeth fell out.
No, he was. I
I'm
think
talking
he was
about Dracula.
Oh. Well, I thought you meant
tall,
Jeeves.
dark, and a monster. Exactly Alexandra's type.
All right. Well,
Precise.
She cast Jack a scathing glare.
Can't see it.
you can see that in the alcove behind this man are hundreds of skulls. But other than that, you can't really tell anything else. Let's see. So, Alex, you're going to just move Mr. Jeeves. Okay, you've got her. I'm not going to really require much of a strength check, but you do hear the flapping
She'd fail
wings.
it anyway.
You do hear the flapping wings and remember that Jack is somewhere in this room.
Okay. I'm not gonna draw any attention to Jack, but I'll follow Dracula.
All right. You follow Dracula into what appears to be some small alcove, although the ceiling here is 30 foot tall, and attached to the ceiling up there is a dark sepulcher, is an upside down iron chest with a barrel shaped lid. It's on the ceiling, and you can just happen to crawl on walls and ceilings. That's interesting. That wasn't planned, but yes, there is a chest on the top of the ceiling up there, but your host is guiding you to yet another secret door that will lead north. What would you like to do?
I guess Elias has no idea where we are or what we're doing.
No.
Well, they're out of the room, so they're free of the statue's grasp. Can she, shove herself off of Jeeves now and walk on her own?
No. You can shove yourself off of Jeeves, but you still feel compelled to move towards it.
She just looks completely undignified right now.
Yep.
She has not been carried like this since she was a child.
Probably by Mr.
With
Jeeves.
with the exception of her being dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's happened a couple of times.
Alright. Does it seem like Dracula has noticed Jack is in the room?
You are completely unsure of that.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
pretend he
Dracula. Do you
has.
think he can't see invisible?
I know, but you never know. Okay, I'm gonna keep on following.
All right. I will reveal the next room then.
Seems like a trustworthy guy, right?
Sure.
Of course.
Of course,
He
yeah.
doesn't kill us, so yeah.
Those specters aren't there. Those are far away by now. I don't even know what to do with them. They're so far away.
There you go on vacation. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, little specter vacay. All right, Mr. Jeeves. This 15-foot high room contains the trappings of royalty. Ornate furniture, exquisite rugs and tapestries, and decorative statuary. Everywhere you look are lit candelabras and small tables. The beauty of the decor here is quite impressive for such an old temple. And your host introduces himself. He says, "Greetings. I am Count Dracula Vlad Tepes. I believe you may have met a few associates of mine during your time here. Alexandra, my friend Malthus, sends his regards." You should.
I suspected as much. Where is he?
He is unfortunately not present at the moment. He's taking a bit of time to check up on another of my associates. If you would have your friend keep you from moving towards the statue long enough, I'm sure that he will shake this effect off of you. The statue has done a very good job of keeping people from discovering our location here.
Jeeves, can you at least put me down and hold my shoulders or something? This is embarrassing.
Probably not. I will turn you around so your butt's not facing him, but that's about it.
Awesome.
Somebody should draw this.
Alright, so Esmeralda, she is going to do one last firebolt. I think it's probably all that's going to be necessary. And it does hit and kill that specter. So I think all the specters pretty much are effectively dealt with. Alright.
Any chance
Emil
I can get a
said,
reroll yet?
you are not going to be able to reroll that, no. So on your turn, you will be moving towards it. Emil is going to try to find everybody, so he's going to start heading back north.
Did the hidden door close behind them?
Yes, it did, actually.
The door that Jack came in closed behind him, too.
Emil notices that the balcony is gone and says, is everyone okay? And Elias, you can hear him.
Emil, I'm down here. I found a secret passage behind the statue. A staircase, actually.
Alright,
I don't know where
you hear his feet hit the ground.
I don't know where the others have gone. I assume they're still in that room at the north with the strange statue. It's compelling Alex towards it.
Alright, and then Van Richten is also going to start heading that direction. Alright, and he's just kind of up there at the top of the door. He kind of heard what was going on as he was walking up. Be careful.
Did Esmeralda take any movement, or is she staying down there?
Oh yeah, she can move a bit too. But she's a bit farther behind. It's your turn, Elias.
Alright, I'm going to go straight up the butt of the statue. I'm going to give it a proct. I am a proctologist for the day. I'm going to take my spear and I'm gonna ram it right in there.
Alright. Well, you enter the statue from behind, and alright. So, spiral staircase Castlevania montage initiate. So you're walking up the stairs. How far do you want to go?
As far as I can, and I still have light, so I can see what's ahead of me.
All right. You notice your light is sucked in and absorbed at the top, where the stairs stop. That's 40 feet up, so you've got just enough to cast a spell with your feet at the bottom of the 40 feet. So You can tell this head's about 10 feet tall or so. But there's just magical darkness absorbing any light. You can't really see what's up at the top of it.
Uh-huh. So, do I get the feeling that the magical darkness is hiding something, or if it's just an effect to itself that might be dangerous to me?
All I can really tell you is that you saw that this effect was on the face of it as well when you viewed it from outside.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like it continues in a spherical shape on the inside as well.
Interesting. Just a second.
We have a lot of users watching, Mike.
Oh, wow. How many?
Eight, not including Mark and myself.
Cool. Well, welcome.
Okay, Elias is going to... Well, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it sounds like it may be in the category. He'll attempt to use the Remove Curse spell to dispel the darkness.
Alright. You cast that spell, and the darkness does not dissipate.
Hey, Sean has joined.
Sean?
Yep, Sean Berry.
No way. Awesome. How did he know?
I sent him the link earlier.
Oh, well, hey, dude, if I could only be playing D&D with both you guys, that'd be great. I wanted to keep this this whole campaign just like a little small group of Castlevania fans, but my first backup for grabbing players is definitely my old players, so if I could ever get all of us together again, man, that would be great. Alright, so...
After this campaign is over.
Yeah. Man, we've been playing this for what, 2 years? This feels like...
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. Over 2 years now at this
2
point.
years, yeah. Alright, so...
Hasn't been 2 years. It's been a little over a year.
yeah, that sounds a little bit more accurate. But regardless, Elias, is that all you want to do with your turn? That's kind of as much as you can move and act.
Okay, so that didn't do anything, but I don't want to just leave, because I figured the darkness would be up here, but how about one of my checks? Perception or Arcana? Figure out what the significance of this is? They must be here for a reason, the staircase and all that.
Sure, roll an investigation, or whatever you think that you want to...
Let's see.
Alright, so for perception, your senses don't really pick up anything other than a curious sulfur-like smell. Other than that, the darkness itself, you can just tell it's magical, and you think that as it's covering part of the face, or the whole face of this thing, and extending inside the head here, that it may be just part of decoration to create this effect of this big faceless statue. Not sure what kind of significance that has, but you do feel like there's hollowness, that the darkness isn't just covering stone. You can feel kind of the airflow. It's stagnant, but you can tell it's not just bare stone in front of you. If you were to reach out, there's nothing blocking you from reaching outward.
Okay, so he's going to be determining before his next turn whether he wants to reach out and go further or not. Most likely.
All right. So Jack, you are flying all the way to the statue. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your trek there? You heard everything when it came to Dracula coming into the room, instructing, not to kill the sentinel here, and inviting your friends in to the rooms to the north.
Well, There's not a whole lot to do aside from, I suppose, end the invisibility and call for a meal.
You're dropping the invisibility, is that what I heard? And calling for a meal? I think that's what I heard.
Yes.
All right. Sure. I think if you're calling loud enough, Emil could hear you, and he will have to try and climb to get up there. But he's curious enough to know what's going on, so on his turn, he will be moving up there and trying to climb. Is that it for your round?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I've got so many options, I don't know what to do. Elias, you hear someone casting magic in front of you, and then you notice that the stairwell behind you is closed off with some sort of disc-shaped object blocking the stairs.
Whoa. Huh.
Yeah, so that happened from the darkness in front of you. Alexandra, make a will save.
Wow.
You are still feeling the effects of that statue, and
You should stay on my shoulder.
you are having a. Well, let's see. Let me just double check this spell.
The door's closed, though.
You're trying to use your movement here. Make a strength check opposed to Mr. Jeeves' strength check. You're trying to wiggle away to get to it now.
Yeah, no. I will always fail strength checks. You know this. Don't even bother.
Go ahead, Mr. Jeeves. I need a strength check just to make sure you can keep her.
Okay.
If you're also one, I'm gonna laugh.
He did not roll much better than you, but he succeeded.
Yeah, I know.
That is hilarious. Okay. You have actually grappled Alexandra. You feel like you've got a good hold on her. Anything else, Alex, while you're in the room here?
I mean, obviously she's going to look around.
Yeah, you're fixated on where the location of the statue is, but you can look around just good enough to kind of see the rich decor here. It looks like there's plenty of space to sleep, lounge around, relax, study. There's heaps of important magical books, all sorts of wonders here in this room. Quite a luxury.
Woman that looks like me?
Not in this room, but
Damn it.
did you want to say anything, or was that the end of your turn?
So we found you at last. Please tell me. All right.
I heard, please tell me all right. It sounded like Discord cut out.
It would appear that we found you at last. Please tell me. Is my sister all right?
So you do know that Lisa is with me.
I could see no other alternative. No one else could have possibly hidden her as well from Strahd.
And you say Lisa is your sister. How do you know this?
She turns and slowly glares at Jeeves.
You have to turn a long way. It's still on my back. But yes, I get the general hint that she's staring me in the back of the head.
Yes. Well, you can tell that the man still wants an answer.
I was separated from her at a very young age. The Belmont family took me in. And we had raised me to destroy you.
To destroy me?
They sent my sister off here to trap you.
I believe you may have me mistaken for someone else. I am Count Dracula Vide Tepes. You were tracking a vampire into this land, I presume. That vampire must have been Matthias, master of death and creator of the Crimson Stone. As a vampire myself, he allowed me the choice to become his servant or be destroyed. I chose instead to steal the Crimson Stone for myself and slay him forever. He is no more. Your hunt for Matthias has ended. Your insight... yeah, you can tell, like, if he's trying to deceive you, it doesn't seem to be malicious. That's all you can sense from the insight here.
But you can sense that he's deceiving her in some way, or at least not telling the whole truth.
Well, let me roll for him. If this was a deception, then you can't really detect it. You don't... I'm not saying that he's rolling a deception, but I'm saying that I'm rolling so that you don't know if he's rolling a deception or not.
In a way, that's the truth anyway. You know, like the old Matthias is kind of...
In a matter of speaking,
yeah,
from a point of view.
He's not wrong.
Half-truth used to avoid deception and bluff checks.
Yes, Jack's pretty... I would say, like, you could make a profession out of that, Mr. Jack Motley.
Either way, my sister
deceptive.
was innocent. She was sent here as bait to lure Matthias here.
Well, due to my powers granted by the Crimson Stone, I was able to remove the corruption of Strahd's mark upon Lisa. I have since been concealing and protecting her. I admit that at first my actions may have been based on denying my rival his prize. However, I have genuinely enjoyed her company and promised to never see her harmed or to share this immortal fate. Lisa is just beyond this chamber, waiting to speak with you.
Does she know?
She does not know all that I know and what Matthias... what Maphis has told me in your travels. But I will leave that to you when you've come to your senses. It shouldn't be long. That statue's power is strong, yes, but once it's no longer in sight, it will eventually dissipate.
I should hope so.
Alright, Mr. Jeeves, is there anything you'd like to do?
No, I'm just going to keep hold of Alex.
Alright, there is a bed and a couch if you'd like to make yourself more comfortable or just continue to stand and hold her.
No, I'm just going to stand there and hold her.
Okay, good deal. Would you like to say anything or end your turn?
No, I think I've said enough.
Alright, Esmeralda comes and joins Van Richten and looks down at Emil. Emil looks like he's getting ready to go across and climb. And Esmeralda asks Van Richten, "What's going on?" And she said, and Van Richten replies, "Elias has gone into the butt of the statue."
Now, did they notice that the door shut behind me?
There is no door. There's the door. I mean, the secret compartment that you pulled open has not closed. The disc that appeared to you is at the top of the stairs, just behind you.
Okay.
All right. Emil is going to move and attempt to climb. And rolled a damn 2. Okay, so he tries to claw his way up and does not succeed. He growls a curse and says, Hold on, Jack. It's hard to get over the ruins of this balcony. Van Richten says, well, if I come down, I can grant you a bit of assistance. He's not too keen on just jumping straight down, however. Brent, would you play some good lamented
Sure.
innocence for us?
It's weird that Dawn is already through.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we've been at this for a good 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Alright, so Van Richten is not too keen on jumping down 30 feet. So he's going to just kind of stow his cane sword away and kind of try to climb down. He failed. Oh, no. That is not good. Van Richten falls prone and smacks hard on the ground.
Ooh.
Yeah, you hear a crack and a cry of pain from him, but he says, I'm okay, I'm okay. And then, Elias, it is your turn.
Poor puppy.
Elias is startled. He thought he was alone in this tiny, dark chamber. He sees Describe the disc to me, Mike. What is that exactly?
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, because I can't picture like what it even looks like. Okay.
Yeah, all you could tell is this seems to be about 3 feet in diameter, about 1 inch thick, and it's kind of floating about 3 feet, preventing you from using the stairs.
It's not very big. It almost sounds like I could fit above or below it.
You think you could squeeze below it if you really wanted to.
Before he does that, he'll ask, is anyone there? Someone must have just casted some magic.
Roll persuasion.
I did not mean to hurt you. And here's persuasion.
Ooh, 19.
You can add a 1 to that, too. It'd be 20.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to explain the random add of the 1, or are you just going to say you can do it?
It's the lucky stone thing.
Okay. Because I'm sure he could do a lot of things if he wanted to.
Okay, well, you do get a reply. I'm just trying to think what it would be. You hear a voice of what seems to be a male, a deep voice. And the voice says, "You are trespassing in a place of well-guarded and very dangerous secrets. What is your business here?"
I swear to God, if you blurt out to destroy Strahd and fuck everything up, I'm going to hate you forever.
Well, that's exactly what he would say.
I know.
Do it.
I entered this shrine in search of an ancient site that I might purify it and release part of Strahd's hold on the land. But specifically, I found this secret compartment of this statue and was intrigued. I do not wish to steal anything or to do any harm to whatever or whoever you may be.
You are unwelcome here and are trespassing. This is not a place that you can purify. Strahd's power that he has drawn here was granted to him long ago.
Just who are you?
I am one of the wizards that was stationed here many, many years ago to make sure that the evil never left this place.
A guardian of evil, you say?
I'm a guardian of evil, but I am not evil. I protect the world from what is hidden here.
I see. And it is my duty, and what I've undertaken is to rid the world of that evil.
This is a place where evil has come to remain locked away from the rest of the world. The evil here cannot be destroyed.
Then I will be destroyed trying.
Have you seen the amber sarcophagus in the lower regions of this temple?
Actually, I've accepted a gift from one of them. Yes.
Then you have done precisely what we are trying to prevent. You yourself are guilty of coming in and letting that evil escape. Should you leave, that evil will leave with you. The gift that it has granted you will corrupt you. I'm afraid that you've done the opposite of what you intended.
I do not doubt your words. I feel that you are correct, and I do regret my decision. At the time, they were quite persuasive. I admit it was a time of weakness, but I will use it for good and the goal of what I set out to do. I understand that your mission is very, very important to you, and I understand, but I think we may be at an impasse here. If you just let me go, then I'll be on my way.
Is that the end of your round? Or your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Jack Motley. You hear Emil frustrated that he was unable to climb up. Being such a strong guy, it's kind of embarrassing. You figure with those big claws of being so strong, it wouldn't be an issue, but he couldn't get over the rubble.
Tell him, take it as a blessing.
All right.
Close your eyes when you get up here. Find me by scent.
All right. Close my eyes and find you with my eyes closed.
Yes, you're a werewolf. Big, nice nose for finding people. Believe me, I don't smell very well, but I do smell very strongly. Shouldn't be much difficult for you.
Let's see if he's understand. Yeah. Okay, he gets you. He understands. In fact, he also says to Van Richten and up to Esmeralda, it sounds like whatever's in there, we're not supposed to look at it. Very well.
Quite.
Do you just want to hold your turn, Jack? There's nothing else you can really do if you're not taking an action to cast anything.
They're not going to be here. They're not going to take long enough to get here for me to take a short rest, right?
No. No, I think you'd need at least 10 minutes or so to do that. Maybe even an hour. I don't know. I'd have to look at the rules specifically, but I'd say at least 10 minutes minimum.
Float next to the statue and knowledge arcana it. Just
Okay. Go ahead and roll for an arcana check there. Yeah, you don't think that you've encountered this before. But you can definitely tell it's definitely magical in nature.
You don't say.
Well, hey, you're the one that rolled 2. Plus 6. I mean, plus 4, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. So now, make a Constitution saving throw, Elias.
Okay. I have more I've thought about saying to this guy, but I don't want to hurt his feelings.
You're probably going to want to hurt his feelings real soon.
Oh, man. I'm just thinking out of character. If he's here to do what he's saying, he has not been very effectual because he's just hidden the statue the whole damn time.
You didn't roll any insights or anything, so I don't know what to say about that. Is that is +1? It seems.
Yeah.
Because it says +1 there. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Constitution saving throw. Of what? Just give me the. Oh. Oh my God. That's enough to save. Holy crap. That +1 just probably saved you.
From what?
That was a lot of dice.
You just took 31 points of necrotic damage on a successful save.
Yikes.
Whoa.
Yes, you feel negative energy course through you, causing you searing pain.
Yikes. And I still can't even see my assailant.
No. Also, that disc behind you, it goes down to where you don't think that you could get under it. It's kind of gone down the stairs a little bit. It looks like it's blocking your path pretty well.
Oh, wow. This is terrible.
Just with the way this tight quarters is with that stair, even the way it's kind of floating up, you'd have to try to squeeze past it.
I couldn't jump over it with athletics check.
No, well, it horizontally takes up the whole stairwell, and it's kind of.
I mean vertically jump over.
No, there's not enough room to do that. The way it's, you could get on top of it, you think, easily, but you don't think that just because of the way the corridor is shaped downwards, you being on top of it would just kind of put you against the wall.
You did it again, Elias. You talked something out of letting you leave alive.
He can't hear you, but your words of encouragement are appreciated out of character.
Oh, as always, yeah. I'll feel better about dying by myself in this little room. Well, he'll scream when he takes that damage, as loud as he can.
Okay.
And he'll say, "Help! I'm being attacked by some wizard."
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure your friends can hear you. I'm just reading more about this disc a little bit here. Yeah, okay. It just kind of is where it is. It doesn't look like it's really all that changing in mobility. Did I say it moved earlier? It doesn't really move.
Yeah, you said it moved from where it was to further down the stairs.
I'm just having a problem visualizing
Yeah, me
how
too.
it's blocking the stairs.
Yeah, if it's only
Um,
3 feet, that's not very big.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you could probably get past it with just half your movement speed. To be honest, that was
Yeah, I think it
that was
would.
an
It was
error on
half,
my point. I mean, 3 feet is significant in a stairwell, but
yeah, it would slow him down, but it wouldn't prevent him from moving.
right. I thought this was something that he could move mentally. Apparently, Tensor's floating disc can't. I don't know. This is Jack's realm of magic.
Tensors used to be able to. I haven't looked at 5e, but
Yeah, well, that's what I was confused about too. Oh well. I was intending to use tensors to block your path, but I don't know how effective that's going to be. Nice try, Mike. Nice try. Alright, well, that's its turn. It cast a spell. You can't see it, it's in darkness. But apparently it can see you, because it just cast a spell on you. Alex, make a will save. Wisdom save. An 11.
Wow.
Not good enough. You can still talk, however, but roll a strength check opposed to Mr. Jeeves' strength check.
Can Jeeves just move her further away from the door so the statue's effect lessens?
No, it doesn't work like that. You actually wrestle free of Jeeves, and you can't stop yourself.
it does not. He does not have fine control over it. It will always be 20 feet away from him. He can move, and it will follow him to maintain that, but that's as far as it goes.
But can he use it to block the stairs? I mean, it's 3 foot wide. It can move upstairs. It can move downstairs. The stairwell is about 3 feet wide or so. I mean, it's within a statue. It's a tight little stairwell.
He picks where it comes, but it's 20 feet away from him.
Okay, here's my main question. Does it have to be 3 feet off the ground?
Does it have to be 3 feet off the ground? Let me look. 3 feet in diameter, 1 inch thick, that floats 3 feet above the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. Remains for the duration, can hold up to 500 pounds. If more weight is placed on it, it ends, everything falls to the ground.
Yeah,
Immobile while
don't
you're
think so.
within 20 feet of it.
All right, so I don't think that I can really flatten it against the stairs, which would have been better. So that 3 feet's what's really causing a chance of squeezing past it. I think I think Elias could squeeze under it 3 feet. So I'm just gonna say half speed. But Alex is trying to figure out how to work the hidden doorway, and her heart's not really in it. So she's just kind of messing around with the secret door.
Rather than completely waste my turn, can she try to get a closer look at Drax's face to try to discern facial features? Because she does know what Matthias looks like.
How does she know what Matthias looks like?
Paintings, family paintings. She's probably seen pictures of him that the Belmont family had.
Mm,
Would they have painted a picture of him? I guess that's the only
They
one.
would have records. I'm sure they would have kept records.
the Belmont family's main goal was
Otherwise,
to
how
hunt,
would she
hunt
know
him.
what
Yeah.
to... Yeah, how would she know what he looks like otherwise?
Sure, go ahead and roll a, let's see, what kind of skill would this be?
The Belmonts met Dracula for this, right?
I did not hear that. You sounded like a robot.
You guys go on roll 1 second.
I guess just a perception check? Which you're really good at. Oh. Discord problems.
I can't hear anyone.
Yeah,
Talking?
people are going out from me.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm having really bad voice connection there. I don't know how Twitch
Yeah,
is doing, but Discord seems to be having a problem.
Oh, it is exactly 11 o'clock.
True. I would like a perception check from Alex. Yeah, that's not a bad one. You think that he sort of may look, but that was hundreds of years ago, so you're not sure how much of his look would have changed since then. Matthias was a younger man. This man seems more distinguished. He has facial hair. His clothing looks a bit different than what was described to you. But recognizably, it's possible, you think? It's possible.
Apart from that, she can't really do much. So.
Okay.
Except, wait, she's going to glance at Jeeves.
All right, he
And
glances.
she's going to tell him, as soon as we get to see my sister, you're going to tell her everything that you told me.
Okay.
All right. Well, that does sound like a good place to wrap it up, especially with Discord being a little wonky at the moment. You guys are sounding like you're clearing up a little bit now, but yeah, I have a good connection to Discord at the moment. But
Yeah, it resolved on my end, so.
Yeah.
So next week we'll pick up with Elias and the Wizard of Darkness, and we will get to have a conversation with Lisa and Dracula, Mr. Jeeves, and Alexandra. Jack might eventually break out of his infatuation with the statue.
Or he might make love to it.
Or he might, he does that sometimes, I guess. The statues. Is that part of his reputation? Yeah, but the big meeting here, and it looks like Jeeves and Alexandra are the only ones kind of involved.
Pray for Elias part, whatever part this
Yeah,
is.
hashtag pray for Elias too. Yeah, this is at least number 2. But yeah, it was fun. I'm glad that you guys finally found Dracula. This is kind of a higher level area, but there was nothing preventing you from doing this at any point in the adventure. I'll be very interested in seeing how you guys interact with them next week.
You were telling us before a while ago that we were like very close to finding him, but we were in like Barovia or something in that. And
Yeah.
I'm really curious too what this room was just in the regular Ravenloft campaign, because it seems like a sore thumb, like it being here looks really, because it looks like nice furnishings on the actual map too.
It is.
So, I'm curious what that is in the normal campaign, but we'll find out later.
Yeah, the way that all of this puzzle fits together, it's like it was kind of meant to be. There's so many parts of this campaign that is like that. I'll be sure to share the adventure with everyone when we're all done, when everything's said and done, because the more you look and pick through it, the better. Also, this campaign was run by the person who wrote it with his D&D group, and you're not allowed to see that before this is concluded. But afterwards, it is a must-watch. It does take a long time, but if you just take like an episode a week or something, it will be 150% worth your time to check it out. There's lots of little in-jokes that you'll fondly think back of in our campaign and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, so, really appreciate Chris Perkins and his crew, the Waffle crew, for running this. I just spoiled part of it right then and there. Just the fact that they're the Waffle crew, and I've made so many Waffle references in this that, That was just
Elias,
one
you
thing
really
I tried.
need to stop
tried to
talking
hold on to.
yourself into situations that could lead you to die.
Oh, he can't
Well-
help it, man.
Okay, so the thing about that was, Elias, you're going to get attacked either way, but you happen just to find the secret compartment. Yeah, and you know you've accepted a dark gift, and if this thing is being truthful, then probably wouldn't let you go no matter what, huh?
You know, strictly speaking, this is all Jack's fault because he's the one that wandered out onto the balcony, stuck to Elias's back.
Well, he followed after,
I
but
got no problem if Jack dies here.
I think more than that. That was Mike trying to make sure that what happened with the statue would happen and lead you guys up into the Dracula's room.
no,
And-
absolutely not. This is not me leading anyone anywhere. Your weight on your inventory, if you go down there and look at the bottom, is currently 216.3 pounds. And as soon as Jack entered that balcony, his weight got added to it, and that balcony has only so much weight that it can support. So
Oh.
I don't do stuff like that. This is all you guys. You're in the exact positions you are right now, all due to you, not me. You guys are running this show. I just tell you what happens when you take an action. That's the way it goes. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. On one hand, I'm glad that it's kind of Alexander and Jeeves. I kind of wish Elias was there too, just because big Castlevania fan and all that. But
He would have a much different dialogue with Dracula.
Yeah, he'd be mouthing off to Dracula the entire time.
Maybe not as bad as Carmilla or Strahd, but he wouldn't be all buddy either. But yeah, it'd be interesting.
yeah, it would be. But with the secret rooms sealed behind, really only Jack would be able to lead people through without any problems. And he still can. He'll just be kind of chilling at the statue for a while.
Well, I mean, there are two corpses there. He could spend some time ruffling through their pockets.
Yeah, he could do that. All right, well, we'll pick this up next week. I hope everyone's having a great Halloween season. It's my favorite time of the year. We will not have an episode actually on Halloween. We're all busy because we all love Halloween. But, the
What about
17th...
the 24th?
The 24th should be good for me if it's good for everybody else. I know it's haunt season, so that does affect at least Jack there.
And when is your interview with Ben? Is that like the 20th or something?
Oh, that's a great question. I believe my next podcast interview with Ben is the 22nd or something. Yeah, it was we didn't nail down an exact date. We've got a couple of dates we're looking at.
Okay.
And I've reached out to Sam and Adam Dietz, but
Ooh,
yeah, it's hard to get those guys.
that's big.
They're
That's
very
big
busy.
fish, man.
They want to. They really do. It's just getting our schedules aligned just is not working out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, to get that done before and should I could put it out just to hype it up before the season releases, but it would be nice to ask them questions about both seasons once it comes out.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, so if it happens later, that's fine too. But they have expressed interest in everything, so.
I really want them to get more publicity than they have for the show, because Adi Shankar gets more credit than he really should, to me.
Who really doesn't get the credit they deserve is the other producer that chose Addy to be part of it. That guy, and hopefully you guys will get all this from Adam and Sam, but his name escapes me. Last name starts with a W, I think. But that guy's the one that made everything happen, and he's the one we need to learn more about. So maybe we'll explore
Oh, yeah.
that.
Warren Ellis?
No, not Warren Ellis. No,
Oh, he's the writer, yeah.
yeah, he's just the writer. This guy is the producer. Addy's a producer as well, but I'm talking about the other producer. The other producer is who we have to thank for not only this but the previous attempt, I think, for getting it done.
Yeah, I don't
All
even
right.
know his name, I don't think.
I know his name, but pulling names off the top of my head, I'm just not really good with that. It's someone I've never interacted with at all online, so.
They may want to be kind of behind the scenes like that too. You never know.
I really feel like that's the case with this person. The way his personality was described to me by Sam, I don't know if he
respect that, though.
Cares to be in the public eye at all.
I think I might be that way if I was one of those people, you know, like not wanting to always be approached and people all over me and trying to, you know, touch base with me constantly. I wouldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah. Well, for whoever is listening to this, whenever it was recorded or whatnot, just that Castlevania Netflix Season 1 came out after I had already written the whole plot for this, so our plot does not align with how Lisa was brought in with Dracula, but you know, the whole crux of this, the whole basis of this adventure is how did Lisa and Dracula meet, how did all that work out, how was Matthias and Dracula, like what was the bridge there, and there's some other, like another, at least one big question to answer. What was that, Logan?
How the behemoth lost its lower half.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. Yeah,
that's part of it. And you have characters down in the sarcophagus that are obviously Castlevania characters. How do they fit in to the future? They're not here on accident. Everything's part of the plan, man. It's all going to come together in the probably the next episode. You'll kind of see what I've laid out. If you think hard about it,
the Belmonts got exiled.
Yeah, that's part of it too. That's heavily hinted at. So yeah, it's all. My plot's finally starting to all come together. I'm so happy that you guys finally found Dracula and Lisa, and we'll get back to that next week. So until then, goodbye everyone.
Bye bye.